for Bradley Grant and Steve Heimbecker. That's your field for the first of 8 championship Sire Stakes finals on the card this afternoon. $250,000 to kick off the 50-cent Pick 5 in race 3. Post time just over a minute away. We'll send it downstairs once more where Nick Salvi is standing by with a very special guest.
Thanks, Gabe. And I am with Marc Guilfoil, who's the Executive Director of the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission, a longtime friend of mine. And Marc, we were here for the thin, and now it's nice to see the thick. It's a great crowd today.
Yes, it is. It's a very good crowd. It's all accumulation of a lot of hard work and effort by a lot of people that I would be remiss. I wouldn't be able to tell them all, but I would like to say one thing, that I've been fortunate enough to work with the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission at some capacity since 1987. And this Governor Matt Bevin, has been very good to horse racing as a whole, the thoroughbreds and the standardbreds, and then he's appointed the people to the positions and allow them to do what they do best. And I can't say enough about the 15 people that are above me at the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission.
And there's a lot to take. It takes a lot to put on a show like today, starting with the fund that became, as Senator Thayer mentioned, became available for racing the Sire Stakes starting in 2005, that allows the money that allows for horses like these to be bred and raced here at the Red Mile this afternoon.
That is correct. Of that money, that's the sales and use tax of the thoroughbred stallions, or a majority of it is, 13% of that goes to the Standardbred Development Fund. And we made a decision in the Red Mile Clubhouse several years ago, I think probably 11 years ago anyway, that we were going to use that money to prop up the Kentucky Sire Stakes we've got to have a healthy breeding program in order to prop up the racing. So that's what we decided to do with it. We've made a few tweaks on it that as the money comes in, so we have more money so we can try to spread it out to the most horsemen that we can, and we've been, so far, knock on wood, we've been successful.
It takes some tweaks. I read that you're going to, perhaps if you have enough horses, add kind of a second-tier division, but you can't know those things until you do it and see what you have to race. And another component of the funding is the historical horse racing here in Kentucky, which has been a bonanza for both thoroughbred and standardbreds.
Yeah, it really has. It's been a home run for both breeds. We, as in the standardbred industry, have been fortunate enough to partner with Churchill Downs Keeneland in Oak Grove, Kentucky, that's going to generate quite a bit of money for the Standardbred Development Fund and quite a bit of money for the thoroughbreds. So in Kentucky, we're in a unique position where we've been able to partner with the thoroughbred people, and it's been very successful, been good for both ends.
It is a unique situation because thoroughbreds are so dominant in Kentucky. Is the home of the thoroughbred. They breed the best horses in the world here. And we saw a few of those sell over at Keeneland last week. But the same thing goes on with the standardbreds. Now, when the Kentucky standardbred sale here for the yearlings comes around next month, there's going to be some of the highest priced horses that have ever gone through a sales ring. And part of the reason is that the ones that were bred where the mare stayed in Kentucky are eligible to dual programs.
That is correct. When they see the little emblem on there that they are dual eligible, it will show up in the sales ring. And we're looking very forward to that. Every year it grows every year, and I hope 5 years from now we're sitting and even smiling bigger than we are today.
Spending more money. That's always been my goal. Now, Oak Grove, Mark, I'm sure you'll have a roll over there. They're going to get started next month. I don't know exactly what the date is for opening over there.
Yeah, I believe it's October the 16th. They're going to race four weeks, 3 days a week. They've got about $600,000 in purse money to give away over there, and it's going to be their inaugural meet. We're going to make things work, get through with that, and then next year we're going to hit it really hard with all the advertising. We've got the Churchill people here, the Oak Grove people here today. They're excited. We're all excited. It's nothing but good news.
Yeah, it's an exciting time, and when everybody gets on board, it's that much more fun. Mark, I know you've had a lot to do with it through the years. You're quick to shift the focus on to others, but you've been a steady, calming influence there for nigh on to 30 years. And it certainly is a good thing that you're there to keep an eye out for the standardbreds.
Yeah, it's a group effort. It's been a group effort along. Sometimes people don't want to come, and every once in a while you got to grab them and drag them along, but it's all for the good.
It's all for the greater good. Gabe, standardbred racing, the state of Kentucky's pretty good, says Guilfoil. I'm going to throw it back up to you.
I will second that motion, Nick. No question about that. You can see from this championship program today, opening day at Oak Grove, October 18th, in fact. So 3 days per week. As Mark said there, afternoon programs at Oak Grove Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oak Grove Racing Gaming Hotel, the sponsor of this upcoming third race, which does kick off the Pick 5, and you have a little time remaining here to get involved in your 50-cent Pick 5.